Seagram's building, designed by Mies van der Rohe. It's on Park Avenue and 52nd Street. Philip Johnson, another very famous architect, designed the interiors of the restaurant in 1959. Going there is an extraordinary experience. There are two main dining rooms. The first one, as you enter, is the grill room. And the pool room across the restaurant, with an indoor pool in the center where the flowers change with the seasons, is the very formal dining room. I'm very happy to eat in either room. And because getting a table at the Four Seasons can be a little tricky, I've asked the chef, Christian Albin, to come to Connecticut with his recipe for what I think is the best roasted duck in America. Every once in a while, I'll eat something and just know that it's the best. And the roast duck at the Four Seasons restaurant in New York City is a prime example of that. It's crisp, it's tender, and it's completely delicious. And Chef Christian Albin is the master of this dish, which he promises that you can make at home.
What you have to do is, which I'm going to show you, is hang the duck in the icebox or lay it, and a lot of air circulation going around for 3 days.
Oh, 3 whole days?
Yeah.
So,
until that really gets firm and dry.
But no salting it, no nothing. You just hang it just the way it is.
Just like that until it's dry. Okay. And then we marinate.
And that's how you do it at the Four Seasons, right?
Yes.
So this duck is the regular supermarket duck, and it is very wet.
Yeah. This is a Long Island duck.
Right.
That is a duck that you don't eat rare or medium rare. You cook them completely crisp, well done. So what we do, we use the parts to make the sauce. We cut the wings off. Cut that off.
How many ducks do you roast a day at the Four Seasons?
Between 40 and 60. Oh. Depends. On Saturdays, maybe more.
So you have to have them drying all the time?
Yeah. And they have to be 3 days in drying, otherwise you don't get a nice duck.
So you don't pull the fat out?
Yeah, take that out. Okay, we have that done. We cut this off a little bit here. And we use all this for the sauce later.
So the livers, the gizzard, and the neck.
The liver, maybe not really, but everything else.
Okay.
But I do first also, I like to make little incisions, so when we roast the duck, the fat comes out easier.
Okay, only the back.
Only in the back. That's it.
Okay.
And now we're gonna hang the duck.
So no marinade now?
Nothing. Now he has to hang for 3 days. Put a hook in here. And we go and hang the duck in the icebox.
So we have one in our refrigerator.
Thank you. Here we have one duck, 3 days hanging and drying and ready for marination.
But if you have that conventional refrigerator, you don't want to empty out every rack, you can put it on a rack like this.
With ginger, garlic, orange peel, peppercorn, soy sauce, honey. We do the marination. So we use about 1 ounce of ginger, 2 tablespoons of honey.
Okay.
I take care of the orange rind. About a half an orange, cut in thin strips.
And 1 cup of soy sauce. A lot of soy sauce.
Yeah, because you have to marinate it twice. You marinate it once, you wait 20 minutes till it's dry, you marinate again, and then you put it back in the icebox for overnight, and you cook it the next day. So it takes altogether about 4 days until you can cook the duck. Okay, this we chop too. Combine that, a little garlic, 2 cloves, cut in half, put inside. The honey is in there already?
Yes, the honey's there, the soy sauce is there.
Then now we put a little peppercorns.
Oh, so quite a bit.
We mix that, mix it nice, and also we should let it stand overnight.
Oh, the marinade?
Yeah.
Okay. You brought your prepared one, here it is.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, good.
That's it. Now, we strain that.
Now,
Squeeze that out a little bit.
Okay.
We don't need no more. And now, we do the duck. You see, that's why it takes it twice, because it doesn't stick.
No.
Because of the fat. We let it stand again for 20 minutes, then we do it again, and then we put it back in the refrigerator overnight, and tomorrow it's going to be ready to be cooked.
Here's one that's been done and done and done again.
Yes.
Okay.
So when I cook it, I put it straight on the rack.
Oh, good. Well, let's do that.
And what I do, I put a pan with water underneath.
Okay.
So we get a little steam, and we get grease that comes out, doesn't splash around, and the duck gets crisp all over.
Right.
Otherwise it cooks underneath. This way it gets brownish
Perfect.
all over.
Now, the oven's been preheated to what temperature?
375 degrees.
Okay, so that's not too hot. So if you haven't tried this, of putting the duck right on the oven rack, it's not as bad as it sounds.
Put it right on top, so that all the fat goes down. Also, what I like to say is, if you have a convection oven, use it, because it gets even crispier. About 1.5 to 2 hours, depends on the oven. If convection oven, it goes a little bit faster. And when it's finished, we're gonna take it out and let it stand a while.
Now, at the Four Seasons, you make two special sauces, and today you want to show us the
Peppercorn sauce and the orange sauce.
both are easy and good.
Yeah.
Easy and very good. Well, Christian, it's really cooking. This is the duck at 15 minutes, and it is already getting a gorgeous color.
Yeah.
And no more brushing with marinade, nothing. Just leave it. Okay. And I can see why you have to have that pan.
Yeah,
The
because
dripping.
there's a lot of grease in a duck like that.
It's wonderful. It really captures it, doesn't it? And the water does keep it from
water's,
splattering.
Yeah, and it steams also, and the steam helps.
Oh, good.
Dripping the fat out.
Right.
Now we start the basic duck sauce. We take a little celery and cut it in cubes.
Okay, you want me to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
We take a carrot. We wash it. That's all. 1 onion. The onion, I leave the skin on. If you have no color in the sauce, this gives you a little brown color. This is all going to be roasted in the pan where the water is now. Maybe we can catch a little bit of the drippings.
Okay, great.
And the celery and the duck parts.
You're cutting up the neck. You're cutting up the little
wings. All right, so this we're gonna roast. Now we slowly roast that in the oven until everything is nice and brown. I have one here.
So about 400 degrees?
Yeah.
For about 20 minutes.
Ready. See? Now, I put that in a smaller pot. So we can do the sauce a little bit better. And here. Now, if you give me a little wine, just to get all the flavor out. Okay, a little bit more. All right. Now, I'm gonna put in tomato paste. Like 2 spoons.
Okay.
All right.
2 tablespoons.
Yeah. And this is the secret of the sauce. Tomato, saute, gets a little bit color. See? Smells good already. We put a little bit flour.
Okay.
Just you know, 1/2 tablespoon. All right, now we need some wine.
Okay, the same red wine?
Yeah, a cup. All right, that's about it. Okay.
But you've cooked the flour so you don't get that raw flour taste.
So reduce that a little bit, and now get this in there too. This is flavor. The more flavor we can get,
the better the
sauce is. Everything in here. Okay, that's it. Now you see how it
What a nice color, too.
Oh, yeah. Now comes the stock. Chicken stock, duck stock.
So we have a chicken stock.
2
Labels?
cups.
Okay, 2 cups.
All right, now we let that simmer slowly, nice. This is gonna be the basic duck sauce. From this sauce, we're gonna make green pepper sauce and the orange sauce. And we start the peppercorn sauce. For that, we need 2 chopped shallots, 1 tablespoon of crushed peppercorns.
So these are peppercorns that you get in the jar?
Yeah, they are called Madagascar peppercorn. They're quite hot. Now we have the shallots. This has to boil. It's getting there.
Now I'm going to look at the duck while you chop the shallots.
All right.
So we'll get another glimpse of the duck, which has now been in there for a little bit more than 30 minutes. And oh, you can see the beautiful, beautiful color. And the water is really bubbling away here.
All right, this shallots we reduce now with red wine, a cup. till it's almost gone.
Okay.
1 cup.
Would you say?
That's it. Shallots in there.
Now, do you make this at home for your family, the same duck?
No, I take a cooked one with me.
Oh.
Okay, but this has now to reduce.